the 15th anniversary of the Wole Soyinka Award for Investigative Reporting. With the theme, Masked, Not Silenced, the organizers of the award program, the Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism, had a vision to contribute to stimulating the emergence of the Nigerian community now defined by the ethics of inclusion, transparency, and accountability now through the mechanism of investigative reporting. And to be candid, this organization has instilled a tradition of investigation in journalism in this country.
When writing and reading were the principal means of knowledge creation and propagation in this country in the 40s and in the 50s, many people in my generation were turned into literate men and women. The new technology for knowledge creation and propagation, and by knowledge creation and propagation, I am including the job of journalists, because they are the creators and propagators of the most current knowledge, because they work every minute. But now our children are being blocked from access to this technology that is changing everything for humankind. The failure of our government to be creative about the use of social media should not be turned into a national failure. I thank you for listening.
We go beat, and then we go arrest you, torture you and kill you. We go beat, kick, and then we go arrest you, torture you and kill you.
We have divided everything that should become the currency for the social transformation, and it has to stop.
Because the repression of pressure injustice on our people
has become a routine.
They are the siege of freedom of expression. Patrolling who? Patrolling who?
Now, exactly a year ago, the runner-up of the TV category, Sharon Ijason, was awarded 2 million naira grant to expand on her story, which focused on child labor by an anonymous donor now. Today, we're going to show you a short clip now from the investigation by Sharon Ijason. That investigation, of course, elucidates the menace of child sex trafficking.
In Imo State, southeastern Nigeria, underage sex workers are in hot demand. At this popular brothel named Timaya, there are many of them here, and it is the main reason why many of the so-called city big boys patronize the place.
With their bonanza, okay, if you are ready, the girls, then they're ready for you.
If we look at the documentary that we just saw, that to a large extent will show us what is happening that ordinarily we will not see on a daily basis. So with this, duty bearers are bound to begin to look in the direction of child sex trade. And so we commend the Center for deploying journalism as a tool for social change. Meanwhile, it is pertinent to mention an entry which presents a frightening story and shows the levity of treating cases of missing persons. It deserves mention because it directs our attention to the safety of persons in hospital. It was a story centered on how someone got missing from the hospital world in this country. I know people are surprised, but that's the reality.
So there are some of us here, journalists, who want to take part in the competition next time. You have a clear idea of what you need to do to win. For those of you who would be winning, you have a clear idea now of why you have won, and if you want to take part in it next time, what you need to do. Honestly, very detailed report, and not least expected. To be a judge is not an easy thing. To judge people's work is not easy at all. Most times, the work of the judges are not recognized. But today, the center has decided to recognize the work of these women and men who put in all their effort. First on the list, Professor Umaru Pate, Dr. Theophilus Abba, Professor Lai Osho, he's a professor of mass communication, Lagos State University. Mr. Boye Ola is the head of photography department, Nigeria Institute of Journalism. Mr. Bile Oshadipe, the director of Picture Perfect. And last but not the least, Professor Abigail Ogwezin-Disika. She's a professor of mass communication, University of Lagos.
First, thank you so much to Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Reporting for the yearly encouragement that you give to journalists. It means so much, and it gives the courage to continue, not just for the awards, obviously, but also for us to do more every time, to continue to put forward those social issues that needs to be highlighted.
Journalism can never be silenced. It is its greatest strength, and it is its greatest fault. Thank you very much.
So we are winning. We are winning the battle against corruption. And we must continue. We must never stop. We may be masked, but we are not silenced. And we will never be silenced. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. Thank you.
The Lifetime Award for Journalistic Excellence. And it would be going to Mr. Lade Bonuola, Lifetime Award for Journalistic Excellence.
I'm happy that Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism has taken this profession to a higher level. And I thank you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. Thank you.
So the next award is the Human Rights Defender Award. The award goes to Mr. Femi Falana, SAN.
On behalf of the human rights community, he wishes to disclose that legal measures have been put in place to defend the right of every Nigerian person to protest against police brutality and other forms of injustice. Once again, thank you for this recognition, and may the fight for human rights continue.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've now come to the big one, the Nigerian Investigative Journalist of the Year. Kininso Concept, should I go ahead and announce the winner? You see, they say dynamites come in small packages, right? And the winner is Damilola Banjo.
have seen how journalists are being wounded, killed, and their words maliciously taken out of context in this very country. It is indeed a very dangerous time to be Nigerian and to be journalist in this country. But much more, it is the time for focused, fact-based, investigative journalism, not only to hold government accountable, but to hold everyone accountable. And so journalists at this time, we must continue to do what we do best, which is hold even ourselves accountable. I say a very big thank you once again to Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Reporting. This is a victory for grit, for hard work.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming. God bless us all. We'll see you again next year. Bye-bye.